Are you able to hear me?
Got him. Yes, we can hear you.
Brendan, it's Ian Stringer up in the commentary box. Can you hear me?
Hi, Ian. Yeah, very clear.
Great. I've got a little bit of voice left, so I'll do my best. We're live on Radio Leicester as ever. You just made an entire city's dreams come true. Congratulations.
Thanks, Ian. It was, obviously it's going to be a privilege to lead the team out to the final. I think in terms of the performance, I felt we deserved it. It was always going to be a tight game. I think I said to you guys the other day that we're going to have to defend well, and I thought we did that. And then as the game developed, we started to find more space and we looked a real threat going forward. So I'm delighted for the players. They've shown that they're constantly learning. I said to them last year after the semi-final loss that failure is an actual real integral part of succeeding. And even though it's tough and it's difficult, we've got to take it and learn from it. And I think you've seen today the performance. It was very composed and mature, and we got the goal that counted. So yeah, delighted for them, delighted for the club. I've just spoken to Top there, so he's absolutely over the moon. We're getting to the final, and of course for the supporters, you guys have made me, fully aware of the importance of this, and I've always tried to respect that wish for the club. So yeah, we're in the final, a month's time, and we have an opportunity to lift it for the very first time.
That conversation with Kuntop, Brendan, I know many of the details, of course, will quite rightly remain private, but he must be overjoyed because, of course, all of the difficulties that he's had and he's having, and to see the club into an FA Cup final. What was his reaction? Yeah,
he was absolutely delighted. He looked very, very happy. Of course, it's early hours of the morning as well, and so he's been up all night. But yeah, I'm just so pleased for him. He's an incredible guy who's suffered in these last few years. So to give him that joy and be able to get to the final is, I'm very, very happy to be able to do that for him.
And Kelechi Iheanacho, Brendan, the FA Cup goal machine, scoring again for you today and restoring your faith. It just seems like this is the competition he loves. He scored 14 FA Cup goals in his career now, and he didn't give up. He needed a couple of goes, but slotted it home. You must be again overjoyed for him.
Yeah. I thought the front two worked their socks off. Now they're a real threat. And for Kels, I think what you're seeing now is some of his build-up game. It was a little bit loose today, so it came away from him at times too easy. And maybe before, when he's playing every now and then, that would have affected his confidence. But you see now, if he makes a mistake, he gets on with it. He works so hard for the team, and whether it's outside the box or inside the box, he looks like he's going to score in every single game. He reacted really well in the box. Ball comes back to him and finishes it with real confidence. So delighted. But Jamie beside him as well. I thought the two of them were a real threat. His running, you see that penetration that he gives the team was outstanding, and yeah, those two worked really well.
Pipes gave Johnny Evans the man of the match. The easy man of the match was Kelechi Iheanacho, and we lauded him quite rightly for his display. But Pipes was really impressed with Johnny Evans marshalling them, your players at the back, because in Danny Ings and latterly with Walcott and Redmond and Che Adams, they were certainly busy, but they seemed to make pretty good work. What are your thoughts on the defensive display today?
I thought it was outstanding. I think if you look at Southampton as a team, they're a team that are all risk. They're up there with two strikers. They go deep in behind, so they test your defensive qualities. But I think collectively, to come out of the game and not have a shot on target against you, that tells you everything about how the team managed the defensive side. And as you say, that back line, young Wesley Fofana, a lot of the balls that was coming directly onto him and how he dealt with them, and really aggressive. Cags as well. You see the balance he gives when he's in the team, and Johnny, the brain in the middle of it all, who organises it and keeps our line up and moves the team really well. So yeah, he was excellent, Johnny.
A few fans in here today, Brendan. How did they help or not? What was it like for the players? Because by my recollection, this is the first crowd you've seen since you beat Aston Villa in March of last year. What was it like having a little mini crowd today?
Yeah, it felt really, really good, Ian, to have supporters in, and we could hear, a number of supporters for Leicester in the crowd. So that was really, really nice. But it's a step towards getting, getting that sort of connection back, because the game is nothing without the supporters, really. The players over this course of this last season, and all teams, have been brilliant in terms of the intensity and what they've given to the games. But supporters adds the pressure, adds the intensity, and just having, like you say, 4,000 people in, it felt really good. So hopefully we can get to the final when we get here in a month's time, and there can be a few more in, and we work our way back to getting the stadiums full again.
Chelsea in the final, a former Chelsea youth coach yourself, the Ben Chilwell effect. There's a few subplots in there, Brendan. Could be a tasty one. Yeah.
They're a top team. You see the level of the quality, the depth of the squad that they have. Thomas has come in and done an excellent job and organising the Champions League semi-finalists. So, we'll go into the game knowing that the task, but we have an opportunity. We've got outstanding players, and we'll think about that obviously a lot near the time. But Chelsea was a great club for me, and they give me so much in my development as a youth and a reserve team coach, being able to work with top talents from the youth right the way through to the first team. And it'll be a tough game for us, but we're really excited about it when it comes.
Brendan, I know how competitive you are, and the job's not done. You want to go and win the final, of course you will, but it'd be remiss of me, being a local guy, to not thank you. There are thousands and thousands of people listening to our airwaves right now who you've made their month, their year, and their decades in their lives getting to an FA Cup final. So from everybody listening on BBC Radio Leicester, congratulations and thank you. Well done, Brendan.
Thanks, Ian. Yeah, we want to win it, though. That's the key message. Yeah. It's brilliant. I think for the club, I respect the wish to get there, but we're very hungry to win it, and that'll be our next challenge.
Well done, Brendan. Thank you.
Cheers, Ian.
Okay, let's go to Ian Bolton for Sky Sports News, please.
Brendan, listen, many congratulations.
Thanks, Ian.
Just following on from what Ian was saying there, you still have Premier League matches to play. What do you feel that getting to the FA Cup final does for your remainder of the season, if you like?
Well, I think it can give us a huge push forward. I said to the players leading into the game that I felt that whether we won this game or lost the game, there was going to be there's a big challenge mentally to come. Because if you lose it, it may be difficult to pick yourself up. But that, is not the case, thankfully. We've now won it. And now we've got to put it to the side, because we've got another great opportunity, against the odds to arrive in the top four. So we want to push, and we want to give everything to that. We know there's a lot of really tough games ahead for us, but we're excited by that. And when we met at the beginning of the season, Ian, we wanted to be in European football, and we wanted to try and finish that job off.
I don't know whether you're aware, I guess you must be, but throughout the day, it seems there's been an increasing threat of a breakaway European Super League, big clubs from the Premier League, from Spain and Italy as well. There have been lots of statements throughout the day. Look, is even the idea of it a bad thing for the wider game?
To be fair, Ian, I've got no interest in talking about it, to be honest. One, my focus is purely with Leicester, and I don't want you to kill my joy by taking me down a road that is maybe a negative. This is an evening where I'm very proud of the team, very proud of the supporters. I'll get more information on what you're talking about, and then maybe later on in the week I can talk clearer on it and give you a better opinion. But for now, it's purely Leicester.
Congratulations again.
Thank you. Cheers.
Thank you, Ian. We'll go to Jordan Blackwell, please.
Hi, Brendan.
Hi, Jordan.
You said all along, ever since you arrived, that your aim was to disrupt the clubs at the top. Does getting to a final give further proof that you are doing that?
Hopefully. I think you only need to look at the competitors and see the competition that we have in order to try and arrive in the final, never mind win the trophy. So that was always going to be the big challenge for us. But as I said, I'm so pleased with the development of the team and the club over these last couple of years. But we have to be hungry. We've got to keep pushing. We know that it will always be a huge challenge for us, but we're embracing the challenge, and the players have been absolutely first class. So yeah, today was a big test for us. We were playing against, like I said, a team that can score goals and be really aggressive. But we were able to defend that against that threat well, and play our football and win the game. So yeah, it's always going to be a huge challenge, Jordan. But we're excited by that challenge, and we're certainly not frightened by it.
Just another one, if you wouldn't mind. I saw when Ricardo Pereira came off, you seemed to have a chat with him, and he was sort of gesturing towards the pitch. Was he okay? Wasn't it an injury at all, was it?
No, he felt a tightness in his calf, and it's going to be a little bit like that for Ricardo. You know, he's coming back after a long injury. I don't expect him to be right up to full speed, in all honesty, until next season. But we're trying to get him in there, get him game time, get minutes into his legs. And yeah, he played an important role for us in that period he was on.
Thanks very much. Congratulations.
Thanks, Jordan.
Okay, if there are no more questions, we'll draw it there. Thank you very much, everybody.